What happens if the engine stops? We all freeze and die.
If you have hate in your heart, let it out.
Our press secretary gave alternative facts.
Look, I'm not racist, but...
You're pretty close to going to hell.
I am a strong, independent woman, and I will get on a table, because it's my right, America.
Boy. What up, this is Elliott-Carter, and welcome to the Intellectual Controverse podcast.
Oh, man.
So, I guess we already talked about who the leaders of the new school. I would say Kendrick and J. Cole are right there in the forefront right now. Drake, I guess you could say Drake
would
maybe.
be honorable mention.
Honorable mention. For you, I'd say when it comes to the radio, though, I think Drake's
He has to
over.
game on a lot. Yeah.
You know, not that I agree. J. Cole and Kendrick way better in my opinion.
I think there's always going to be an asterisk beside Drake's name.
Oh, of course.
Just because the whole credibility of writing his own material.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can't have that and calling yourself the great of all time.
Yeah, I think what you just said is, I don't know who said it, maybe Joe Budden or somebody. Somebody actually said that. Like, he is a great artist, but when we're talking about the greatest of all time, he's off the list. You can't even mention him.
Right.
You can only talk about people that write their own stuff.
Right.
And going into...
I mean, he's getting money. I ain't going to take that away from him. That's cool.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody loves to get paid.
He's doing way better than me right now. You can see this setting.
Definitely me too.
So, okay, getting into that then, when we're talking about the best of all time, well, who are your top 10? I wasn't going to do 5. I'm actually
I can't do 5.
Yeah, I can't do 5 either. And I think I'm going to mention some from my comments. I'm going to start with Abe. Abe said his top 5 was Eminem, Pac, Jay, Kendrick Lamar, Kanye West. Miles said Rakim, Nas, GZA, Common, Pharrell Monch. How you say it? Pharrell Monch, that's right. I've never really got into him. I apologize for that. Brad said Talib Kweli, Doom, Kid Cudi, Fugees, and Wu-Tang Clan. We're doing groups as well. I just want to throw it out because sometimes sometimes people do they don't add groups, and I do.
I'm gonna switch up a little bit.
Jamil said Nas, Andre 3000, Rakim, Jay-Z, and Kendrick Lamar. James Barnett said Nas, Biggie, M, Big L, and Pac. Bruce said Jay, Pac, Eminem, Biggie, and Nas. And my cousin Lisa said Eric Sermon, Biggie, Pac, Dr. Dre. He shouldn't be on this list, but okay. Public Enemy. We're talking about producers, maybe the best of all time, but maybe top of best.
I like the P.
But yeah, Public Enemy would be on the list. So those are from the comments. I want to throw those on just for people watching. So you want to throw out your 10?
No particular order.
Yeah.
I have Jay-Z, Biggie, Nas, Tupac, M, Scarface, Snoop Dogg, Outkast. I was going to go with Andre 3000, but Outkast, Rakim, and Ice Cube.
That's crazy. A lot of the lists are similar.
I'll show you, and I have criteria that I base my list off. First, you have longevity.
Yeah.
All right. You have commercial success, sales, pretty much. Cultural interest, or what have you done for the culture?
Of course.
Quality bodies of work. And then the fifth would be sound, like as far as knowing what you sound good on, or beat selection.
Of course.
So that's what I base mine around.
Okay. And that's good to keep. Okay, I'm finishing mine up right now. I'm sorry.
Gotcha. And like a lot of people like sleep on Scarface.
Yeah, they do.
Scarface, look it up, man. He's got a lot of hits. He's been around for a while. He has a lot of good bodies of work. He just gets overlooked a lot. Snoop Dogg, how can you not have Snoop Dogg on your top 10? I mean,
you know, when you said that and my eyes got big, I agree with you. But a lot of people wouldn't. But I agree with you. He's definitely one of the. He's got a lot of hits. He could freestyle off the top of his head.
Right.
He's a great writer. But a lot of people, they don't see that about Snoop.
Right.
And he should have won a Grammy years ago.
Yeah.
He's one of those people. But
he's a household name.
He's if your parents know who Snoop Dogg is, he's definitely done his thing. He's That's crazy though. I've never heard anybody put Snoop on their top.
Yeah, I mean,
And I'm not disagreeing with it either.
He's been around. Everybody knows who he is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he has the bodies of work. He has the cells.
Oh yeah.
He has the West Coast culture.
Mm-hmm. Shoot, he had the West Coast on his back for the longest.
A minute. And then you have Cube. I'm the same. I can say the same thing about Cube. I mean, he has it all, man. He's the body of work. He's ventured into other things like movies and different productions as far as TV shows, and they're supposed to be doing like a 3-on-3 basketball thing. Yeah, that I'm really looking forward to.
I'm looking forward to that too. That was actually a great idea. Okay, I'm gonna name my 10. And I agree with everything you said when it comes to album sales, when it comes to being on the track and your influence and all that stuff. Because a lot of these people, they've influenced other people. So if these rappers are looking up to these people, I would say these are the people that are on the top of all time. Right. Tupac, Eminem, Lupe Fiasco, Jay-Z, Nas, Outkast, Killer Mike. There's no surprise you, Kendrick Lamar's made my list. Common, and Ice Cube.
Gotcha.
And I'm surprised it took me. I don't know why Ice Cube made so last, but he was. I wrote it down a while ago on my phone, and he wasn't last on the list. But you're absolutely right about Ice Cube. He was dominant in NWA when he went solo. Right. Ooh, nobody saw that coming. Right. How raw and unapologetic he was.
That was a great time that gets overlooked sometimes, but like he had some really hard albums, and I want to say like
America's Most Wanted and Body Bag. Lethal Injection, yeah. Oh man, best diss track of all time.
No Vaseline.
No Vaseline. A lot of people want to say Hit 'Em Up. I'd say No Vaseline, hands down.
Vaseline, man, they just came.
Yeah.
The movie, the movie.
Yeah,
the movie was perfect as far as that visualization of what happened. Oh man,
he went in, man. You know, everybody's reaction to the punchlines was classic.
I like that you have Kendrick and Lupe on there. My only thing is like, as far as like, they're recent and they still have more leg to go.
You would say Lupe's recent?
Well. When did Lupe come out? 2005?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's over 10 years ago.
You're right. You're right. You're right. I don't know. I just can't put him on anybody on my top.
I get you what you're saying. For you to say it's recent though, that's kind of.
If you said top 20, he would make it.
Okay.
But I just feel like there's other people who got
I just like I can relate to that conscience stuff what he says, and he's a weirdo, and I get where he's coming from. He has a lot of things that are shock value, and he's very lyrical. I think he can. These people that everybody's mentioned, you mentioned, I think he could in a battle and even like rhyme for rhyme, he would be up there with them at the same time. Of education is important to me when it comes to these rappers.
Oh yeah.
And he's one of those people that you can learn something from listening to him.
No lie, like I learned a lot from rap music. Just by people. They would, artists would say certain things, you go look it up. It's like, and then you dig deeper because you want to know what it is.
Would be Nas, in my opinion.
Definitely.
Nas would probably be the best at teaching.
Yeah.
Okay, I like your list though, man. There wasn't anything I disagreed with.
Likewise, man.
And I can understand why people would object to the Kendrick Lamar. Right. Because it is so.
Don't get me wrong, he definitely has the potential to be one of the greatest of all time.
Oh yeah.
And I almost didn't put Ice Cube on my list just because you could take him and Snoop. I mean, you could take them; they can be interchangeable.
Yeah, definitely.
I was gonna put KRS-One, but I feel like Cube edged you a little.
He's pretty raw, yeah. When it comes to getting on that mic, he has a raw approach.
And his is gonna be like more of the earlier points of hip hop.
Of course, yeah.
So a lot of people won't know that.
Okay, so.